Okay, welcome back to another Temur Rhinos League. Going to be running this through, see how it does, testing for an upcoming tournament. So pretty stuck this. I actually took this from one of the lists that did really well in one of the challenges recently. So going to be giving this a go. I think it's mostly settled. So the only interesting points, we've got one of Otawara and Versailles, just good cards. They can deal with Chalice of the Void or Teferi Time Reveler. Got 2 Gemstone Caverns in there. We are running a Triome. And then we're on the Bone Crusher plan. 3 Bone Crusher Giants in this list. Over the season Pyromancers, 2 copies of Prismari Command, and then 3 Dead Gons, which, yeah, those are the real flex slots. Everything else is pretty set in stone these days, I think. And then the sideboard, I think this is pretty much what everyone goes with. 4 Endurance, 4 Force of Vigor, 3 Blood Moon, 4 Dispute. So yeah, excited to run this again, see how we get on. Thanks to everyone that subscribed recently. We are edging very close to 300 subscribers, so please do subscribe if the content's something you are enjoying, and let me know in the comments what you think. But for now, let's get on with round number 1 with Temur Rhinos. Okay, going to be on the play here, which is always good. Yeah, this hand's fine. You know, it's got turn 1 interaction if we need it, turn 2 stomp if we need it, and then yeah, turn 3 we can make 10 power. So we'll lead off with the Foothills, and then if my opponent plays like a Ragavan, we can dead gon it, fetching a Steam Vents. Okay, Serum Visions. So I've seen a little bit of Storm on the rise in recent times. Could be that. I don't think any Murktide lists really play. Don't think any Murktide lists really play Serum Visions anymore. Okay, so that's not a good draw for the turn, really. We're going to suspend that. If we didn't have this dead gone, I'd probably hold up Stomp instead, in case my opponent plays, you know, Dragon's Rage Channeler or Ragavan. Okay, so we can go and fetch Basic Island if we want. Let's just get a Steam Vent for now. Oh, we can't fetch Basic Island. Okay, doesn't matter. So I think we're just going to jam here. How worried are we about Blood Moon? I think we'll go and fetch a Basic Forest. Just because it could be a Blood Moon deck in theory. Oh yeah, we're just going to go for it here. Opponent might have, I mean, Remand's the worst they could have, really. Not the worst, but yeah, just about the worst. Yeah, there's a Remand. Okay, so Storm seems like it might be a little bit of a difficult matchup. We don't really have much post board for Storm. Could do with drawing some of our Force of Negations, maybe. Okay, Fury, not too bad. We could play Bone Crusher here. I guess the problem is if my opponent plays Baral, we could just suspend another Footfalls, say go, and that way we can deal with Baral. We can deal with Electromancer. I really think we need to get the clock going, so I think we're just gonna. Oh, I should have played that really, because I think we're just gonna. I think I am gonna hold up Dead Gone, rather the dead part of it. Well, yeah, this is gonna be a gift, I think. We're probably just dead here. See what my opponent goes and gets. Okay, so I think we're going to try and cut them on mana here. So we'll just... wait, where do they go? Let's be careful with this. Put the chosen cards into your graveyard. So, yeah, we'll just put the rituals into the graveyard. Because we've got a way to kill a mana dork. Yeah, maybe that was loose. Well, at least it's the Electromancer. So it's going to kill that now. So we are probably just dead here. Yeah, seen quite a lot of Storm on Magic Online at the moment, which is Remand as well. Okay, yeah, we're pretty dead here. There's Past in Flames, Ritual, Gift. Yeah, we're just dead. Not going to subject myself or you to the to my opponent just going through. They've got gifts, so yeah, it's pretty deterministic now. They've got 9 red mana and a mana morphos in the graveyard. Okay, so that's pretty rough. Right, so we're going to want all the disputes, all the endurances. I don't think we want Fury. Well, Fury could be good, I guess. I don't think we want Dead Gone. The only thing Dead Gone kills is exactly Electromancer. Prismari Command's pretty slow. I think we can cut both Prismari Commands. Fire Ice is good. Brazen Borrower could be on the chopping block as well. So it's kind of between... We want 5 of these cards. I guess include the Fury in that as well. Fury's good at... I think we'll have Fury because we want... It costs 0 mana and it can kill any one of their creatures. And it's also good against goblin tokens if they go on the Empty the Warrens plan. And then what else? I think we'll have a Brazen Borrower on the play. We could cut a Gemstone Caverns on the play, I guess, but okay, let's go with this. Yeah, Remand's really rough against us. Just remanding a Crashing Footfalls feels pretty awful. Okay, we would like to go first, and yeah, this hand's pretty good, I think. We're gonna need to find. We're gonna need to find a green card for this endurance, and a blue card really. What we're gonna go and get? I think we'll go and get Breeding Pool here. We are going to suspend. We could hold the Footfalls for to pitch this endurance, but in case the game goes, look, turn 1 Ragavan. Since when is Storm playing Ragavan? Okay, well, we can't do anything about it, unfortunately. So if we go to a game 3, we'll want to bring back in our Dead Gones. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this. I guess it ramps them, it can win the game on its own, so it's probably a good inclusion for Storm. They hit Violent Outburst, which is... I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. Would like to draw that one. Well, there's Baral. But they don't have another land. So, yeah, we're just going to... I don't expect my opponent to have force, I don't think. Okay, Charlotte's Agent's really good here. I'm going to go and get a basic forest. Just in case my opponent's running Blood Moon or something. yeah, we can just make some power here. Hello. So there was an option there to hold up Shardless Agent, keep Shardless Agent in hand, because it does pitch to both force and endurance. I think here, given my opponent missed a land drop, just putting maximum power onto the battlefield as possible is ideal. Okay, opponent's missed a land drop again, which is obviously rough for them. Okay, Crashing Footfalls we're going to keep in hand for endurance. Oh, should not have done that. Because now my opponent can attack with Ragavan. I think I'm just going to go... Yeah, I should have held back with the Shardless Agent. Do I go for the Violent Outburst now? For my opponent? Yeah, I think so. Because we can't let Ragavan hit us. Yeah, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have attacked with this Shardless Agent, because we do not want my opponent to get hit in with this Ragavan. As it is, I mean, that was just a kind of free win. My opponent never found a second land. I guess their hand must have been absolute gas. If they hit another land, they might have been able to go, you know, turn 2, Baral, go off, or whatever. Okay, so turn 1 Ragavan was interesting. I think now, given that, I think I'm going to cut Bone Crusher, which is probably a bit slow. Bring these in on the draw. Just have extra answers to turn 1 Ragavan. Okay, reasonable hand here. We've got a lot of interaction. Gonna need to find another land. Hopefully we can pull that off the top. But we've got you know, turn 2 Fire Ice, turn 3 make some Rhinos with an endurance kicker. Opponent's kept 7. Okay, Serum Visions from the opponent. Turn 1, not going to force that. 2 on the bottom. Okay, that's a good draw. See what the opponent does. If they play Baral, it's not good for us. If they play Goblin Electromancer, it's okay. Well, there's Baral. Well, there's Violent Outburst, that's pretty good. So we need double green. We don't need, we've got double blue. I think we'll just go and get a forest here. And then we'll go in my opponent's, yeah, we'll tap the island. Yeah, them untapping with Baral here is not ideal. Yeah, we'll ice the island. Okay, dead gone, not too bad. So we could just kill Baral next turn. Oh, they don't have another land as well. Potentially. Brazen Borrower. So we don't want, I guess, we could ice here. I don't think we want to. I think we want to go for making some Rhinos. No attacks from the opponent. So yeah, we'll try this Violent Outburst. Opponent might remand. I wonder if we're meant to force. Okay, no remand from the opponent, which is nice. I wouldn't mind drawing a land. I think we're just holding up interaction now and trying to win with these rhinos. Okay, another land's really good. Attack with these. We're probably going, in my opponent's upkeep, we'll bounce Baral and tap a land. Yeah, I think that's what we want to do. So we'll go petty theft this. And then we'll ice the land again. Yeah, my opponent's struggling for lands. Okay, so find another. So we haven't quite got lethal here. So find another land. We're going to return Baral to my opponent's hand with dead gone. We could violent outburst here. Means that a shock land is not on the cards for our opponent. But I think I'd rather just cast dead gone. So yeah, we'll go and fetch just a basic, I think. Then we'll go gone. And then we've got, we can actually just cast both force and endurance here if we need to. Well, seen vents. Think we're just going to force this. Gives my opponent more mana to play with. And they aren't actually making any more red mana. Yeah, okay, so we do get there. Opponent got stuck on lands, but we managed to navigate it fine. Yeah, I think that's reasonable there. Okay, see you for the next round. Okay, on the draw for round number 2, we can keep this. Again, we're going to need to find another land, but we've got, we can spend on turn 1. Got some interaction for if our opponent plays some creatures in the form of Bone Crush Giants. We've also got this Brazen Borrower to bounce any pesky permanents. Wooded Foothills, basic. Ooh, Goblin Guide. Okay. So we'll just go and fetch basic forest. Because, yeah. Haven't seen burn in a while. Okay, so scary things are more creatures really. Rift Bolt's okay. Let's see what they find. They find Fire Ice. Okay, so we're down to 12. We're down to 9, given my opponent's got Rift Bolt suspended. So just go and fetch basic mountain. Can't really afford to take any more damage. I think on the draw, yeah, game 1 against Burn is always going to be pretty rough. Will the opponent attack with their Goblin Guide? They don't attack. I mean, that's a fair play here. Because they know we've got the Fire Ice, so... Wouldn't mind drawing Force of Negation. Boros Charm. We're dead to quite a lot of stuff here. I mean, we have to fetch. There's no way around it. If our opponent's got any 1 mana burn. So covered island. I mean, if our opponent had it, you'd think they'd do it with our fetch land on the stack before we can fetch up an island. Well, if my opponent has to crack the Bloodstain Mire, this is 2 turns. I guess we got the Stomp as well. I mean, opponent hasn't got lands in hand. Not sure what they've got. Shardless Agent. Don't think we're going to cast that. My opponent could have 2 creatures. Okay. Sacred Foundry. So I think the best play here is going to be to tap the... yeah, so we're going to go ice the Sacred Foundry. Holding up Mountain in case we find Dead Gone. Which can deal with the Goblin Guide. I mean, yeah, we're so dead here, surely. Okay, if we find Force... 3 mana. 3 mana? Oh, Searing Blaze. Yeah, okay. That's really... oh, I guess our opponent... well... yeah, I guess they were playing around Force there, which is well played. We die with 6 cards in hand. With lethal on the field, and we weren't drawing anything good. Okay, so we don't really have much against Burn. Blood Moon can do work against Burn. Well, maybe we want Brazen Borrower. I don't think that... they might be running Void Mirror or Chalice or something. Prismari Command can go... we definitely want all of the disputes. Fire Ice doesn't do too much. Fury's pretty good. I feel like it's a good way of, for 0 mana, you can interact with other stuff and you can also kill 2 things or an Eidolon for free without taking any damage. Dead Gone's fine. Fire Ice, maybe we can cut a couple of Fire Ice. Brazen Borrower doesn't really do it for me. Am I meant to bring in Blood Moon? I don't think we're meant to bring in Blood Moon. Maybe we just keep the Fire Ices in. Go with that. Let me know. Don't know. Blood Moon's a weird one. Let me know in the comments if you would be thinking about bringing in Blood Moon there, and if so, what it's better than. Maybe it's better than two Brazen Borrowers, but don't think so. Maybe. Right, so we won the die. Yeah, we're on the play. I think we really need a Cascader in our opening hand. This can kill a turn 1 creature. It's got a counter spell, sort of, but I think we really need to be... This is better. Get rid of the Gemstone Caverns. Although, are we likely to shock in to play this? Probably not. Probably doing it turn 2 though. Yeah, maybe I should be shocking and doing that there. Maybe I shouldn't have mulliganed, but I just felt like, you know, my opponent's so fast. We really need to be pressuring them. Swift Spear is a good start. Okay, Force is pretty good. We'll go Otawara. And we'll suspend. We can Force if needed. I'd rather not, but yeah, I can't think of what we'd force really. I guess a Chalice of the Void? Opponent might only have 1 land here. I'd force a Eidolon. That's pretty good. Okay, so we find that can make double blue, which is nice, but we're going to want to be casting Violent Outburst here. So if the opponent attacks, okay, Rift Bolt. No attacks from the opponent. I mean, we are taking a load of damage here from Eidolon because we have to cast 2 spells. Cast the Crashing Footfalls. Okay. Let's see what we draw. Well, more lands isn't great. I think we are attacking here though. Yeah, I don't think we can win by not attacking. Okay, so yeah, put my opponent to 10. Wonder if I meant to counter this. Don't think so. Because my opponent's taking quite a lot of damage, I suppose. Rift Bolt. This puts them to 5. They have to win this turn. You we're probably just dead. Yeah, we're just dead here. Yeah, okay. GG's. Couldn't win that one. Yeah, opponent had a lot of burn. The Eidolon really hurt us. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked, but either way, I think, yeah, we'd have had to take damage from both of these spells anyway, so maybe I should have kept the hand with more interaction, but really thought we needed to make some Rhinos as quickly as possible. But yeah, see you for the next round. Okay, on the draw here for round number 3, this is an easy keep. You know, it's got turn 1, turn 2 interaction. Memnite. Okay. Welding jar. So some sort of hammer, I think. Springleaf drum. Could be like affinity, I suppose. Another springleaf drum. Okay, so quite a, you know, they've generated a lot of artifacts, but no no creatures really yet. So I'm going to do this now. So we're just going to dead gone. Do we want to fetch shock? We're going to get steam vents. We need double blue. Yeah, we'll fetch shock here. I'm going to do this now so that they can't use the Memnite for mana. We wanted to do it there so that we want to reduce my opponent's artifact count, really, for the purposes of any free artifacts that like Memnite, Mirror Enforcers and Frogmites if they're playing those. Okay, so no land for our opponent. So we'll just play. I think we'll just play Wooded Foothills and pass. We've got Stomp Up, which we're not going to use to just stomp my opponent. Opponent hasn't found another land. There's a Memnite, so we will stomp that as soon as we get priority. So I'm going to do it now, actually. So let's go and grab Mountain. Could force, but it just makes my opponent choose a colour of mana as well. Like, I would imagine they just tap for blue, but it might be that they're running red cards as well. And it obviously reduces the artifact count for now. Okay, so they do find a land. Okay, Patchwork Automation's scary. But yeah, we're just going to make 10 power. I'd like to draw a blue card, really. Oh, Prismatic Command is obviously really good here. Let's play this forest. Cast a Crashing Footfalls. Make 10 power here. Okay, tap land for the opponent. Nothing. Okay, Thought Monitor is possibly the best draw our opponent could have here. 1 mana, make a 2/2, draw 2. Another automation is scary. So especially since we can't really target. Well, we can't target this one with anything. I think we're going on the attack here. Another force. So yeah, we'll attack with both rhinos. I wonder if I'm meant to play this Bone Crusher Giant or if we're meant to just... Well, I'm going to play Bone Crusher Giant, I think. Yeah, 4-3. Add to the power we've got on the field next turn. We've got Force up. We could have held up Prismari Command, but we can't actually target these yet, so... Well, another automation's quite scary. We will be able to target one of these. I'm probably forcing any non-creature spell here. Especially Thoughtcast. Relic of Progenitus we don't care about. Main deck Relic probably indicates that my opponent's going to be playing Urza's Saga. Cranial Plating. So we probably force that. Although my opponent can't actually... make it. That's a bit scary. None of these have trample, but yeah, I think I'm going to force that just in case. You know, if we can't kill my opponent next turn. Quite like to see my opponent attack here. So yeah, worth remembering that regeneration requires the artifact to tap. So we should be, well, are we going to be, oh, Brazen Borrower. It's pretty good. So if we attack with, we could go Prismari Command, deal my opponent 2, destroy this, they sack this to tap it, then they've only got a, they're at 10, they've only got a 4 blocker, so they block here, take 10. So deal 2 damage, destroy target artifact. So deal 2 damage, destroy the 6/6. So it's got ward 2, so we can pay for that. This should be exact if I've done my maths right. So yeah, have to make sure we pay for the automation. Opponent might try and regenerate it, which is fine. It still taps it, I believe. And then, yep, the swing with the team. Okay, so we navigate that well. Okay, sideboarding. Definitely going to want all these Force of Vigors. They're blue, so Mystical Dispute, I don't even want that, because they're usually casting Thought Monitors and Thoughtcast for 1 mana anyway. Force is an interesting one. I don't think we want Force, it was only okay there. We obviously want the Prismari Commands. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Okay, so this hand has a lot of relevant artifact destruction, but maybe we're meant to keep this. Yeah, we'll give this a go. See what it's like. We've got Fury, we've got Prismari Command, and a Dead Gone. All good things to kill artifacts. Welding jar could be a problem. Nothing from our opponent turn 1. An extra fury is interesting. So we can hold up Dead Gone here. Try and keep my opponent's artifact count to a minimum. Ooh, Saga. Yeah, maybe we should have mulliganed this given we've got Force as well. Okay, Patchwork. Okay, Memnite is fine actually because now we can go Fury. Fury kill both of these and pay the 2 for the automation. So let's go and get a Triome here. I think I'm going to go and get basic Forest. That's good. That's a pretty good draw. Yeah, because some affinities used to play Blood Moon. They probably don't anymore, but it's always possible. So we'll deal 3 here, 1 here. And we can pay the 2. Kill both my opponent's things. Yeah, maybe we're meant to mulligan this because of the ability to find Force of Vigor. But yeah, I think this is okay. I mean, we'd like to draw Force of... Well, no, Force of Vigor. We haven't got... haven't got any green spells to pitch. I would have really liked a... Yeah, I would have really liked a... Cascader there. Okay, so I think I'm going to use my Prismari command here. Kill this. Draw 2, discard 2. So deal 2 damage, draw 2, discard 2. Again, reducing my opponent's artifact count. There's no point in going Shatter, Destroy. Okay, so Force of Vigor. Oh, that's really... that's pretty annoying. But next turn, potentially. If we'd have drawn a green card with that, obviously we could have just destroyed both these Urza's Sagas. Okay, looks like our opponent's going to make the token, which is good for us. Next turn we can... well, it depends how big these get. But we can potentially go Force of Vigor and Fury. Force of Vigor kill... well, both Urza's Sagas now. Okay, Frogmite. Maybe we're meant to wait on the Fury actually, just kill. Well, that's a free Force of Vigor. What if we go... playing the island. What if we go... we could wait until my opponent... well, we don't really want to let this live is the thing. Because we don't want my opponent making more more stuff. So if we were to destroy this and this, trouble is we then get attacked for 10. We could go Dead Gone, we could kill the Frogmite. What if we go Evoke Fury, deal this 2, deal this 2, and then kill this and this? That's not bad actually. We do then have absolutely nothing. Force of Vigor, kill this, kill this. This becomes a 3, and then we can deal this and this 2. Yeah, that's not bad. So this and this. And then I think we have to do this. Then we really need to draw a Cascader. So 2 here, 2 here. That should kill both because the construct shrinks when the Frogmite dies. So it gets rid of loads of artifacts from my opponent's board, which is what we're after. They might not be able to make a token. Well, they can now because they found an artifact, a land. Gemstone Caverns, not a good draw. Just have to suspend. Wonder if we're meant to play a land. Don't think so. Okay, opponent makes a token end of turn. Probably just going to make another one now. So we need to draw. What they're going to go and get is the question. Yeah, Shadow Spear is pretty good. And another Urza Saga. I think that's all of the Urza Sagas. Yeah. Frogmite for free. I think they can even equip this if they want. Yeah. Oh, crikey, yeah. We take 7 here. Force of Vigor probably doesn't even save us now. I guess Fury is probably our best draw. Well, Shardless Agent makes some Rhinos. It can go block, block, block. We're probably dead, but oh yeah, my opponent's got Shadow Spear as well. I suppose if my opponent just draws basic islands from now on. Well, okay, Fort Monitor is not a basic island. And an artifact land, so these are 9s. I would imagine we're going to see an equip. So that's 11 with trample. Okay, so we block that one. Block that one. We still take 4, so we can't actually block there. Yeah, we're just dead here. Okay. So, yeah, I think we're going to want to mulligan for a better hand than that. I think if we'd have found a Cascader a couple of turns before we did, we might have been okay. But as it is... okay, so actually, yeah, Blood Moon could be good here. I guess it deals with Urza's Saga. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I might be on the Blood Moon. I actually think, yeah, let's cut the Dead Gons for Blood Moons. Maybe keep one Dead Gon, maybe go down a Gemstone Caverns. It's legendary. But yeah, Blood Moon on the play, I guess. You know, it's not for mana purposes, but it can kill Urza's Saga, which is pretty relevant. Right, yep. I'd like to play first, and yeah, this hand seems good. It's bit of an interesting one. So we'll go and get basic forest. In case we draw a Blood Moon. Forest. And just suspend this for now. But we can make yeah, we can make Rhinos turn 2 and turn 3 and turn 4 potentially, and well, we might have to evoke one. Okay, slow start from the opponent by the look of it. What am I drawing? Force of Vigor. Brazen Borrower is actually pretty good. We'll play Misty Rainforest with the intention, if my opponent plays pretty much anything, we'll probably Brazen Borrower it, unless it's like a draw spell. If they don't play anything that's worth borrowing, we will okay, do we want to borrow that? I think I am going to borrow a, well, no, I don't think it's worth it. I think I'd rather borrow like a token or a creature that they've equipped to. Another Fury is always welcome. I guess we could do this at sorcery speed. Just in case our opponent's got something like Spell Pierce, or I guess they could have the improvised counterspell. Etched Champion. Okay, so that hasn't actually got Metalcraft at the moment. Oh, it does because of these. Okay, so we're going to want to bounce the Shadow Spear and then evoke Fury. Although I guess we can see if my opponent blocks the Rhinos. Would love to draw Force of Vigor, really. Although, doesn't help as much here. Okay, so draw a land, which isn't too bad. Attack with these. Yeah, if my opponent makes a block here, we'll bounce the shadow. Oh, hold on. 3 or more artifacts. So they own. If I bounce this, it doesn't actually help us. Okay. Do I just make this now? We deal my opponent a little bit more damage. I think I'm going to just do this now. I think that's fine. Make a little bit more maybe that's incorrect, but just in case our opponent's got something. Cranial Plating would be awkward. Frogmite is fine. Got these 2 Furies as well. Springleaf Drum, sure. More Thought Monitor's rough. A lot of stuff here, but we've got 2 copies of Fury. Finding Force of Vigor off the top is really good. Opponent will be able to make as a Saga dude. Could do with him running out of gas, really. Got 16 power. We can kill these 2 with Fury and bounce something if we need to. Opponent might be debating over Shadow Spear. Another Thought Monitor. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty strong stuff from our opponent. And a Thought Cast. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. No attacks. We can't use the Saga. Okay, so we're going to want double red and more blue. So I think we'll go and get steam vents. Or have we got rhinos coming in this turn? Yeah, okay. So we can make an attack with the knowledge that we've got some... We'll have some blockers to defend. Okay, so that's not ideal. Right, so we can attack for 16. We could go Fury, Pitch, Fury, kill. What do we want to kill? I guess we kill the companion. And we attack with everything. Opponent gets a free block, but that means we deal 2 damage. We essentially need to get through with 2 rhinos. We can bounce something which will push 4 damage through. Worth a thought here. So we attack with everything. Opponent blocks here, takes 2 down to 10. But then that doesn't actually help us because we still need 2 to get. We still need all 3 to get through. Takes 2 down to 10. So we kill this. Or do we just kill 2 things? I think we kill this. No, I think we want to kill the flyers. Although killing something with the highest power seems good, because then they can't Shadow Spear. We could just attack with everything, see how the blocks fall. I think we're definitely going to cast Fury. I think it's difficult. I think, do we want to kill 2 things, or do we want to kill the companion? The companion would trade with 1. I guess we should kill the companion actually, because that's a blocker for 1 that won't let any damage through. So just block. Yeah, let's just kill the companion. Although bouncing that is good. That's a good bounce target. Yeah, let's kill 2 things. Might be able to push through some damage. So let's we'll kill the flyers. Also, we definitely don't want to bounce Thought Monitor. Okay, so we attack with everything. Yeah, I think we just attack with everything now and see how the how it falls. If my opponent blocks incorrectly, we can win. Okay, so this is fine. We can actually win here. So yeah, we bounce this. My opponent takes 12 unless they have... I don't know what they can have for 1 colourless mana. So yeah, bounce that. Opponent needed to block with the Ornithopter. Can't think of anything they have. Dismember doesn't save them because they have to take 4 life. They haven't got coloured mana for something like Vapor Snag. Yeah, gets there. Okay, yeah. So if opponent blocks here as well, I think we just let this trade and then we make more rhinos potentially, or we just hold up Brazen Borrower. Not sure. Okay, we get there though. see you for the next round. Okay, we're on the draw here, but we can essentially be on the play if we Gemstone Caverns. So yeah, we're going to keep Gemstone Caverns, and then I think just put the Steam Vents or Wooded Foothills. Probably just exile the Wooded Foothills. But this is, I'd say, amongst the best hands you can have in the blind. We can go turn 2 ice, turn 1 ice my opponent's land. Turn 2 make some Rhinos. Obviously a Thoughtseize or something would put spanner in the works here. Okay, no Thoughtseize. Dragon's Rage Channeler. So the question is, I think I'm going to ice the land though, because I don't want my opponent to have counterspell up for our Rhinos. But I might consider here. That's fine. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be Murktide. Bloodstained Mire. Oh, could be Shadow. That's really bad if it's Shadow. Is this going to be Thoughtseize? Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, we just get wrecked there. I guess we could go Fury, but it doesn't really make sense to do that. I think I'm going to cycle the Triome end of turn. We could return this. Opponent might dash a Ragavan. Yeah, so this is going to be Shadow of some description. Yeah, I really needed that to not be Thoughtseize. Iteration, sure. Death Shadow entered the exile zone. Bit scary. So it looks like they're going to play a Shadow. Then we'll try and Fury down the Shadow, probably. Makes it 10. Yeah, there's the Shadow. So we could bounce here, but I think we're just going to cycle our Ketria Triome. If we can find a red card. Seiju, not the best draw. Well, Shardless Agent is amongst the best draws. So I think we go Shardless Agent. Cast Crashing Footfalls. Now the question is, do we want to Fury? Because we could go Fury, kill the Shadow, kill Fury, kill Shadow, kill yeah, well no, it would just have to be Fury, kill Shadow. But then we lose our Dead Gone as well. Opponent can't currently drown in the Lock of Fury. But if they Thoughtseize, I think I am going to. Although if they then play Murktide Regent, this has to attack, but we can bounce this. Oh, it's a difficult one, this. I think I want to kill the Shadow. I think it's our only chance to kill the Shadow. I guess the trouble is my opponent could have like loads of kill spells. But if they have another Shadow... No, I think I've talked myself out of it. We will be blocking here because My opponent could have Dress Down. So yeah, we'll block with Shardless Agent on the Shadow. Okay, Shocks go to 8. Another Dragon's Rage Channeler. Okay, so they are attacking with Shadow. So yeah, we block here just in case of Dress Down, essentially. Okay, there's Ragavan. So I'm assuming our opponent has, I mean, something here. Okay, so they're drowning that. So we can cast Fury, which can kill these 2. That's taken 2 damage, which isn't quite enough. Not sure what we can find here. Let's go and get that. Bone Crusher Giant. So does that help us in any way? So we kill both of those, attack my opponent. We could evoke Fury and bounce the Shadow. So we'll play this. So we could evoke Fury, pitch the Bone Crusher, kill this, attack for 4, bounce Shadow. But then my opponent just plays the Shadow again, so that doesn't seem great. We could stomp this, play Bone Crusher. We could attack and see what my opponent does, but I don't like that. I guess if we play Fury and attack, we are quite likely to just die next turn to any removal spell my opponent has. Close on this one. Let's just think about this one. Okay, the line I think I've talked myself into is attack with Rhino. If my opponent blocks with, if they double block, we'll stomp the Ragavan and dead gone the Death Shadow. So I think we'll attack first because we haven't got lethal this turn. Okay, so they are making a double block. So we'll go stomp this. So we hit my opponent for 1. Then I think we're just going dead gone, bounce the Shadow. Or we could play the Bone Crusher. If we play Bone Crusher, if we now bounce this, next turn my opponent untaps, just plays the Shadow, and we're not in great shape. If we play Bone Crusher, we could play Bone Crusher, evoke, kill this. Then my opponent attacks. I think I'm just going to gone this. Maybe this is wrong. But we get, we kill a lot of stuff there. This has to attack, puts us to 5. There's the Shadow. Unholy Heat. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I think that would have killed us. Another Bone Crusher Giant. So I think we're just casting the Fury. We could go... yeah, Stomp's no good, really. Let's just cast this. And then we need to hope that my opponent hasn't got a kill spell. If they do, I think... yeah, deal this 4 damage. I mean, we know they haven't got a land. Paying costs. Yeah, we just lose. Okay. So yeah, not really. Don't know. Maybe we were meant to just Fury, although my opponent had their last cards were Bolt, Unholy Heat. So I think we had to act there. Maybe we were meant to. Well, maybe if we wait on the Dead Gone. Don't know. Not sure. So we're gonna want essentially all of these things. Get rid of the forces. All of these. Prismari Command doesn't really do anything. Probably get rid of a... well, how good is Fury? Maybe we get rid of Dead Gone. No, I think Dead Gone's fine. Let's get rid of a Fury. Let's go with that. Right, on the play. Yeah, this hand's fine. It's we're looking at turn 3 Rhinos, turn 4 Rhinos potentially. Worth noting that I think this matchup is pretty horrid. We're going to fetch the Triome first, and then we'll start fetching basics, I think. Yeah. I mean, we're probably getting Thought Seized. Yeah, we're getting Thought Seized. Oh, no, we're not. Okay. Opponent just didn't like what they saw on the top. Got the Triome. Opponent could have... oh, that's a good draw. So yeah, we'll just go and grab a basic forest, and then we'll ice my opponent's land. Okay, so I've got to consider. So I'm thinking this is probably some sort of they're probably running Murktide Regent. Gonna get basic forest here. And then we'll go ice. Because we're not running Season Pyromancer, double red is less of an issue. Okay, we find another land anyway. Bauble. So I guess the card we're a bit afraid of is Spell Pierce. So Thoughtseize is fine here, because we've got 2 Shardless Agents. So take 1, which is reasonable. Okay, so yeah, we'll just go and grab a island and slam Shardless Agent. Opponent may have engineered explosives in their deck. So we can play around. If my opponent has Murktide Regent, that's not too bad. Because we can bounce it. Unless they go, well, they can't go Murktide and hold up some sort of counter magic. They could go Thoughtseize Murktide. Murktide would only be a 5/5 at the moment. If they Thoughtseize, it'd be a 6/6. 6 cards in hand. Engineered explosives is the scariest. Oh, I guess we shouldn't. Actually, I was going to say we shouldn't yield, because if my opponent has loads of unholy heats, we can get rid of my opponent's graveyard. But we haven't actually got a green card to pitch to endurance. So we do technically have lethal. I can't imagine my opponent doesn't have anything. At 12, we've got 10 power, and we've got a Bone Crusher Giant. We've got lethal through a blocker as well, unless they block the Shardless Agent, of course. Paying costs. Could be a Murktide. Oh, it is a Murktide. Okay, so that's fine. We can bounce that. We can kind of just do everything here. Okay, so Inquisition's pretty good. So they take the Brazen Borrower. Not sure why they didn't go Inquisition then Murktide. Right, so that's a bad draw. We'll attack with both Rhinos. Opponent will block one. Okay, so we'll stomp now, because that way we get an extra point of damage through. So we only have to allocate 3 to the Murktide. And then, yeah, pass the turn. It was kind of a perfect storm there of stuff we didn't really want to see out of my opponent's deck. Dragon's Rage Channeler, Death Shadow. The kind of storm continues. Okay. Fetch. We'll go and grab this, I think. Extra green. Another Crashing Footfalls isn't great. So there's no attacks we can make really. We could play Bone Crusher Giant. I think I want to play Bone Crusher Giant. Just put extra bodies onto the field. Opponent could counter this. I guess Endurance saves us from drowning the lock potentially as well. Now that we've got a green card. Yeah, this matchup was always pretty horrendous. I think we were fairly lucky that my opponent had exactly Murktide Regent Inquisition there. So if my opponent makes an attack, I think we take the damage. Dress down stops Dragon's Rage Channeler from being a 3/3. So I suppose well, maybe I should have held up Endurance instead there. So opponent's likely to have some sort of removal, you'd think here. I'm not going to fetch, because then my opponent's probably going to bauble me in my upkeep. Oh, maybe not. So they get to see that card, but then I can... well, do I want to fetch it away? I think so, because... get a mountain. Ugh. Opponent's got 2 cards in hand. If we attack, I think we have to attack here. I don't think we can afford to wait. If one of my opponent's removal is drown in the lock, because they go block here, take 6. I think we have to go. I think we make them have it here. I'm a bit surprised my opponent went for I guess drowning the lock does deal with that anyway. Okay. So opponent takes 2, goes to 4. So we're going to have to flash in endurance. I'm going to do it now. Yeah, because we don't want to get encountered. Maybe I should have waited on that. Oh, they've got another drown in the lock. Yeah, so we take 9. Oh, I just played. Opponent had double drown in the lock. Yeah, so we just lose now, right? Maybe that attack was bad, but yeah, don't know. So if we don't attack, my opponent has drown anyway. They have 2 drowns, so they drown the Rhino in their turn, and then they can just drown this. Yeah, we couldn't have won that game. I think we took the play that was most likely to give us the win. But you know, this was a very good hand from Death Shadow. Yeah, so we take the L there. See you for the next round. Okay, round number 5. This is a weird one. I think we have to mulligan it. It's got turn 1 ice, but yeah, nothing else going for it. This is a lot better. To keep this, I think we're going to get rid of Brazen Borrower. Keeping the Dead Gone, just Cinder Glade. Okay. Steam Vent's not too bad. At least we find our 3rd land. So Cinder Glade indicates Scape Shift, potentially, one would think. Explore. Could force the Explore, but I think I'd rather force something else. The Triome. Footfalls. I think we will play that in case. Okay, so things we're afraid of now is really, I guess, yeah, next turn my opponent going Castle Garen Brig, Primeval Titan. That said, yeah, I think we're just going to slam the Shardless Agent here. I guess this is bad against exactly Summoner's Pact Castle Garen Brig. Oh, Dwarven Mine. I was not expecting it to be this. Okay, if I'd known it was that, I would have done this a lot differently. I would have held up Force with Shardless Agent. Just okay, through the breach. Gonna be Emrakul. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we got there. I misread. I think I'm still living in 2018 when kind of Breach Titan was a thing. Yeah, just an incorrect decision. I thought I wanted to fade Garen Brig when actually I should have just played it a bit safer. Okay, so we don't want Blood Moon. Don't actually know what we want here. Dwarven Mine does indicate that they're going to be on the prismatic. What's it called? Indomitable Creativity or whatever. So we possibly want the disputes. Brazen Borrower can't deal with things like Emrakul. Prismari Command's not... Well, I guess Prismari Command... Let's get rid of Furies, actually. They don't do too much. I think we'll bring in Disputes. Something like that. Let's go with that. Okay, so another pretty bad hand into, another better one. So we'll keep this, get rid of the Bone Crusher. Then lead off on Scalding Tarn. Again, want to draw, I guess, Force. Lead off on this, and then do we fetch? Because we are going to need to find another land. Maybe I'm not meant to fetch. I think I will. That way we've got definitely got all our colours. Fire Ice isn't bad. Don't do this to me. I've got enough Cascaders. There's an Explore. I suppose it could still be Titan with an Emrakul as well, but Dwarven Mine indicates it's not. It's Valakut. I have no idea what this is. Come on, give me a land. Oh, yeah, that's just so bad. I've just misread entirely what what this was. I guess Explore should have given the game away. Yeah, so we really need to find land now, otherwise we probably just lose. Should also have been on Blood Moon, probably. And yeah, I didn't get my... yeah, this is really rough. Rough way to end the league. Hopefully they're on the creativity pan and I can just kill this. So I'll do that now. Might be that they're going to through the breach in my upkeep. Oh, come on. That's just so bad. We've had a lot of draws at another land here. We started out with 2. Any kind of cantrips are good as well. Looking like through the breach here. Primeval Titan. Okay, so we're going to get hit with a bit of Valakut here, but we can Borrower it. Trouble is every land is now Brazen Borrower. So it is Primeval Titan. Just yeah, I just got massively thrown by the Dwarven Mines. Maybe they're just free in this deck. But now I think we're just dead anyway, because every land my opponent gets is 6 damage. So I think, yeah, we're taking... Yeah, we're just dead here. Oh, that's a real shame. I think if we had found a land on time, we had a real chance. Oh, okay, we're just dead. Oh, well. Seems, yeah, I haven't been having much success with Rhinos at the moment. Not sure. I haven't played it too much after Lurus, because Death Shadow was just awful. This used to be okay. yeah, it just doesn't seem to be doing quite as much as it used to. Um, a lot of decks have answers to this. If Omnath resolves out of 4 color, you can usually just gain the life back from Omnath. Hammer Time can just kill you, although you're not seeing as much Hammer Time at the moment. Titan's always hard, so yeah. I mean that last game I horrendously misboarded, and game one, I should have held on to. I should have held the force up, but so that was a big mistake. But there we go. I hope everyone enjoyed that. We'll be testing out some more rhinos. Let me know if anyone's got any spicy things for rhinos. Always trying to make it better. This is pretty stock at the moment, but the deck seems to have fallen out of favour a little bit. But yeah, let me know what you thought, and see you next time.